make sure you like, comment, and subscribe today.
Oh wow, it's got a good little grunt to it. Where the hell are the high beams? Don't tell me if they put the high beams in them. Oh, right here. They put the high beams in a menu at first. $58 miles a gallon. Okay.
Check with the dash over here. I think that gentleman right there.
I hope my camera's angle's good here. Might be a little janky, but they're modes. I guess this is just always in sport mode. Anyways, I was going to call it quits for the day because they said the next ride was in an hour and a half. And then, they said, hey, we need our numbers to get up. We need lots of rides, so we're going to do a ride quick to get our numbers up. So, sure, I'll go on one more. Power's pretty good. I mean, it is a 450. But the 800 had noticeably more power. I mean, this is not a super speedster, but I mean, it's got good power. Really aggressive stance. You know, you're really on your wrist. No modes on here, but there is same as the 800, it's got the same DFT, I believe, and it's got the navigation and phone music and everything. The bike looks really slick, honestly. It's got those fins. Pretty comfortable. There's some vibration in the bars here. Not too bad, but no quick shifter. This guy in front of me, I think, tried the same bike. You can see that, like, bullhorn tail light. Whoa. Suspension is not plush, but it is a sport bike. We got a gear shift indicator. We got 58 miles a gallon, what they've been averaging. I mean, they're going pretty slow, but you can probably get around that, I'd imagine. I mean, it is only a 450. He lets you get up the speed. He really takes off when you actually get on the street. He lets you feel the bike out. It's a pretty good test ride route. I mean, they got some good corners, good, places, there's some potholes, good back roads. You get up to speed, stops. Like going to the city, doing 60 mile an hour. I think it's a good road here. I would say the highlight of this bike is probably the looks. It's not super powerful. It does get good gas mileage though. I mean, it's fun. It's not super quick, but it's got some good zip. Mid-range comfortable, but you are really leaned over. You can really feel it in your back and your wrist. I mean, but the clip-ons are raised a little. I wouldn't say it's super sport bike position. Power. I mean, you could be doing 70 pretty quick. Not as instant, but I mean, for a 450, the guy I talked to about this, he said, it's about what you'd expect. It's about like a 450. Yeah, I mean, it's about a 450. So it's maybe a little faster than I would imagine, but it's got pretty good power for what it is. I was debating riding the 300 to see if the gas mileage would get any better there. I could probably consider taking a 300 if it got way better gas mileage, but I mean, if you're hitting 60 already, I'd probably want the extra power here more than a couple of miles per gallon. I'd imagine they're pretty similar. Suspension is hard, but it handles good. It handles pretty good. Pretty flexible. It's 0:25 o'clock. Oh, that might be accurate. I think it's like 12:25. Not fully committed sport bike position here. Oh, the suspension's kind of hard. Good brake. I think this has, this model should have the Brembos on it. I mean, the brakes feel pretty good. Power is pretty good. Not too uncomfortable. I mean, I can feel it in my back more than my wrist. I mean, it's more leaned over than force on your wrists there, but I'd have to check the price on this, but I believe it's around $8,000, I think. Not the cheapest thing. It is on the more expensive side. I mean, this competes with like a Ninja 400. It's not something I'd be super interested in, I guess. But, I wanted to see it. I think if they put like an 800 motor in this bike, it would use a lot more zip. It would be a little bit of a different story. 124 miles on this bike. These are brand new. They said they were up in Minnesota and they got 7 people to ride their bikes all day, and they said 4 were from corporate, so they said their numbers with that was not good. So trying to get a lot more rides today. And you know, the dealership, they advertised it. They said they're getting a lot more today. Yeah, I mean, I like companies that do this. This is how you get, you know, it doesn't cost them that much, and then you get people riding your bikes and buying your bikes. And it sounds pretty decent though for a 450. It's got some low grumbly tone. ABS brakes. Another case, you know, again, it's probably one of the cheaper options, but, you know, it's maybe not the best. I mean, I feel like this screen's probably better than a Ninja 400, but the resale value on a Ninja 400 is better, and, you know, quality might feel a little bit more premium. I think this bike might make more horsepower than the Ninja 400. I would have to check, but I don't know. This bike doesn't seem super competitive or anything. It I feel like there's other options I would choose, but I don't know. I guess I'm glad I rode it. Squeezed one last one in it, but I'm not super interested in this bike, I would say. I mean, I think the looks is the show stealer. It looks good in the back there. It looks good in the front, especially. It's got winglets. I mean, this looks like a really high-speed race bike. Clutch is super easy. Shifter feels good. If I'm riding a bike like this, I'm going to want speed and acceleration and thrill, because that's why I'm riding it, you know? I want that thrill. Keep getting sand in my mouth. I'm not used to having this little wind protection. I'm talking too much, maybe. I'll give this bike a day in store right after this, and I feel like it's going to kind of tell a story of cheap, moderately to maybe a little bit above moderately exciting.
And with that, let's give this bike a Dayton score. The 2024 CF-Moto 450SS earns a 10 in styling. I think this motorcycle looks great, and it looks super quick and super premium. The little winglets on the side, the headlights, the Brembo brakes, it all looks good and it all works together. Acceleration is a 6. It does 0 to 60 in about 4.1 or 4.2 seconds, so it's a little bit better than average. Handling's a 7. This motorcycle does handle pretty good, but it should, as it is a sport bike. I think the one thing holding these bikes back are the cheaper tires that come on these. It's some brand I've never heard of, and I think if these motorcycles came with more premium tires, they would all handle better, but that just seems to be a cost-cutting measure. Fun factor is a 4. This motorcycle wasn't super exciting or fun. It wasn't super fast. It did have a nice, lower, deeper exhaust note, but that's about where the fun factor ended. Cool factor is a 6. I would say it's just a little bit better than average because of how cool it looks, but other than that, it's nothing standing out, and anyone that knows it's a CF-Moto will know that they still need to build their brand up, and it's not, you know, one of the most premium motorcycles on the market. They're going to know it was a little bit cheaper. Features is a 5. This motorcycle, again, has pretty good features. It has the classic higher-end CF-Moto TFT display with the GPS, the navigation. It had ABS, it had fuel gauge, and then it also showed you a gas meter which showed you your miles per gallon and such. Comfort is a 2. This motorcycle was not comfortable at all. It did put some pressure on my wrist, but mainly it hurt my back, and it didn't have good wind protection, you know, just that little screen in the front, so not that comfortable at all. Quality is a 7. This motorcycle did feel pretty premium, and it did seem pretty put together. All the fairings and everything looked super premium. All the controls felt good. The motor felt good. The screen looked good. So it did seem like it was a pretty high-quality motorcycle. Practicality is a 2. This motorcycle isn't very practical. It does get good gas mileage, so it does have that going for it. And the handlebars were a little bit higher, so it didn't hurt your wrists as much as some other sport bikes. Value is a 4. I see where CF-Moto can kind of get their price with this because the quality is so high and it does feel pretty good in a lot of areas and it's got high quality components like Brembos, but to charge more than a Kawasaki Ninja right now, I think is a little crazy. You know, it's about $500 more than a Ninja 400 right now, and I don't think CF Moto's in the place to be charging more than the other brands that have been around for 40 years. So, for what it is, I think the value is just a little bit low for the price. Overall, that comes out to a total score of 53. So, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.